You have been a consumer your entire life. It's holding you back and keeping you broke. From the time you're 5 years old, the school system is training you to comply, not to think. It trains you to sit down, shut up, raise your hand, ask for permission, follow the rules, don't ask too many questions, don't ask the wrong questions. Don't get me wrong, education and discipline are important. A society would not be able to function without them, but the truth is, school conditions us to be sheep. You're taught that there is only one right answer, one way to think, one path to success: get good grades, go to college, get a job, work for 40 years, and that's basically the script they hand you, and you have to comply with it. And the crazy part is that the system is amazing at doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's amazing at creating employees. It's amazing at creating people who follow instructions, who don't rock the boat, or who say yes when they should be saying no. School is terrible at creating leaders. It's terrible at creating builders. It's terrible at creating people who actually think for themselves. I mean, as kids, we had a ton of creativity and would draw and build things all the time. So by the time you graduate, you're already programmed. Your brain has been shaped to follow, to consume information from textbooks, to wait for someone to tell you what to do next. You're the perfect employee and the perfect consumer by the time you get out of school. The people who are actually building things, the people who are actually creating wealth, they broke out of this mindset. They started questioning things and they stopped accepting everything that they're told to do. Once you realize you've been conditioned to be a follower, that's when you can start choosing something different. Let's talk about what it actually means to be a consumer versus a creator. Most people are consumers. A consumer is someone who takes in content, takes in ideas, takes in products, and just consumes them. You watch Netflix, you buy stuff on Amazon, you doom scroll on Instagram, you listen to podcasts, you're always on the receiving end, always taking and never giving back. There's nothing wrong with being a consumer, obviously. We all do it. I'm not saying you should never watch anything or never buy anything, but the problem is when consumption becomes your default mode. So the only thing you do is take in and you never put anything out. If you're only consuming, you're competing with millions of other consumers. You're one of billions of people trying to buy things, trying to watch things, trying to get entertainment. The supply is unlimited, the demand is endless, and you'll never win as a pure consumer. But as a creator, that's different. A creator puts things out into the world. They make, they build, and they produce. Maybe they create content, maybe they create products, maybe they create services, maybe they create art, or maybe they solve problems. But they are always putting energy and value out into the universe. And here's why creators win: there are way fewer of them. On any platform, on any topic, there are way more people consuming content than there is people making it. I'm sure the ratio would be one creator to 10x consumers, or 100x consumers, 1000x consumers, a million x consumers. It's endless depending on the platform or topic. For example, Netflix has millions of subscribers, but only thousands of content creators. YouTube has billions of viewers, but only a million channels. Instagram has billions of users, but only a tiny fraction are actually creating viral content. So when you become a creator, you're moving from the crowded market to a much less crowded one. You're competing against way fewer people. When you're a consumer, you're at the mercy of what others create. You're hoping someone creates something you want. You're hoping it's affordable. You're hoping it works. When you're a creator, you have control. You decide what gets made. You decide what goes out. You decide the rules. You become your own boss and you stop being a slave to society. And that's what leads to financial freedom. Real wealth isn't built by consuming, it's built by creating. Every wealthy person you know, every person who actually won financially, they're all creators. They might create businesses, they might create content, they might create investments, they might create systems that make money while they sleep. But they're creating something, they're doing something. I mean, look at Elon Musk. His whole life, he's been creating products and solutions for the world, and he just recently became the world's first trillionaire after the SpaceX IPO. If your primary activity is consuming, you won't build wealth. It's not possible. Wealth comes from the output, comes from value, from putting something into the world that other people want. That's the only way money is going to flow in your direction. So if you want financial freedom, you have two options. Option one: stay as someone's employee, work for them, trade your time for their money, and hope they pay you enough, climb the corporate ladder, and get those nice promotions or get that really high paying blue collar job. That's the consumer path. Sure, you could have a really nice salary, but you're still dependent, still limited, still operating within someone else's system. And option two is become a creator. You create something so valuable that people want to buy it, people want to use it, and people want to share it. And now money flows to you, not from your boss who controls you, but from the market, the free market, from people who voluntarily want what you made. Which one sounds better? I want to talk about the biggest trap for young people right now. It's social media. Social media is literally designed to turn you into a consumer. It's an addiction machine. You open your Instagram, you see someone's vacation, someone's new car, someone's perfect life, and your brain releases that dopamine hit. So you keep scrolling, trying to get that next hit, and you end up spending hours on it. But here's what's really happening. You're being fed a fake reality. Social media is filled with broke people flexing things they can't afford. The person with the nicest car, they probably financed it. They probably can't actually afford it. The person posting their luxury vacation, they probably put it on a credit card. Or the person with the designer clothes, they spent money they didn't have to look like money. And then we scroll and we see all this and we think that that's what success looks like. So what do? You try to keep up. You see someone with a Rolex, you want a Rolex. You see someone in Bali, you want to go to Bali. You see someone with designer bags, you want designer bags. And now you're spending money you don't have on things you don't need to impress people you don't care about or people who don't care about you. And that's the social media trap. It creates a false sense of a materialistic reality. It makes you think having stuff equals having it made, that looking rich equals being rich, but it's all fake. Real wealth doesn't look like that. Real wealth is invisible. It's compound interest. It's assets working for you while you sleep. It's not a Rolex. It's a real estate portfolio. It's not posting your vacation on your story. It's passive income. But that doesn't get posted and that doesn't get likes, so we never see it and the algorithm never pushes it out. And you keep scrolling past all the fake, looking at people who are actually broke, thinking they've made it, when in reality they're just showcasing a small highlight in their lives, while the actual wealthy people are behind the scenes building things, creating things, not flexing on Instagram. I'm not sure if you guys believe in karma or not, but I do. I really do believe it's real. I think you get back what you put out. If all you do is consume, if all you do is take, if all you do is scroll and complain and never contribute to society, then that's the energy you're putting out, and that's also what you're going to get back in return. But if you put out creation, if you put out value, if you put out effort and creativity, that energy gets returned to you. It might not happen overnight, it might not happen next week, but it always comes back. That's just how the universe works. So if you want your situation to change, if you want your financial reality to shift, you have to change that first. You have to go from taking to giving, from consuming to creating. That shift in energy is what changes everything. Now, I can't say all this and then not practice what I preach. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm starting this channel and I'm putting out content. I believe in the power of creation and I'm going to document my journey to financial freedom through creation. Starting right now, at least 2 videos a week. That's going to be my commitment. And I'm inviting you guys to watch this journey and be a part of it. So yeah, so these videos are going to be real, they're going to be honest, and they're going to document what it actually takes to build something from nothing. I'm not expecting to get rich, obviously. I simply want a secondary income that I could potentially turn into my primary income and allow me to step away from the W-2 employee lifestyle we're all taught to be. I know this is going to be a long and slow growing road, so I'm going to set small milestones, and the first one is 100 subscribers. I want you guys to do something for me. First, ask yourself, are you a consumer or are you a creator? And be honest with yourself. Second, if you're ready to shift your energy to start creating instead of consuming, subscribe because I'm dropping 2 videos a week and I'm going to showcase exactly how to make this transition. Third, in the comments, tell me what you want to create. What's the thing you've been thinking about that you haven't started? There's so many options such as content, art, music, a business. You don't have to pick the perfect one. You just have to start and put it out to the world. Tell me in the comments. And if you want to take it one step further, do something today. Don't just doom scroll and binge Netflix. Actually create something today. As a matter of fact, do it right now. Draw something, write something, build something. Maybe take initiative on that business you want to start. Or however big or small it is, just start doing something. And the goal isn't perfection. The goal is to shift your identity from a consumer to a creator. It's that mindset issue that we have to overcome. And that starts with taking action. So go and do it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.